Well, hello out there, all my DIY artsy crafty friends and family. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Dee, the Messy Perfectionist, and on this channel I am sharing my love and learning for all things DIY artsy crafty, mostly sharing my journey lately so far through my learning to adult color, as you can tell by my video uploads, and also sharing my reviews, first impressions, and experience with new products that I discover to hopefully help somebody else out there that's maybe considering one of these things as well, and also some book flip throughs and things like that. But in today's video, I am sharing August's monthly completed coloring pages that I have done. You guys have probably seen some of these already if you've been following my channel, as I've done a few color alongs with the things that have been in these pages. So what I'll do is I will try to remember to pop a name card up above if I do mention that as I'm going through the pages, so that if you guys wanted to see the process of how this was created, you can check that out. I would love for you to do so. And with that, if there's anything that you find helpful or useful, or you feel inspired in some way, or you would just like to see more from me or support me in some way as I am beginning my creative journey through sharing, please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting that like button, ringing the notification bell, commenting, sharing, all of that good stuff. I know I say it all the time, but it really does help the algorithm to get my channel out there to others that may be interested in learning, or just see somebody else's journey through learning, and it inspires me to continue to create for you all. And I have so been enjoying sharing this little learning journey with you all. So I kind of went back and forth with whether I was going to even record videos for August's completed pages, because I felt like I couldn't find the time to just be able to film. A lot of the stuff I do, like with color alongs, you guys know I do voiceovers, so I can just film and it doesn't matter if there's a lot of noise and distraction around me. But when I do this, I do the flip throughs generally as I am, recording my voice here at the same time. So I really need to be free of distraction and in my home and things like that. So I had a moment to myself and I decided I was going to go ahead and do that. And I have all my stuff right here. And I think what we'll do is we'll just start from top to bottom. And we're going to start with this first page that I have here. And this actually was a PDF that I downloaded for free from Johanna Basford's website. She offers some free coloring pages if you put in your email address to get newsletter updates and things like that from her. So I used this when I did my video for reviewing the Indra Creative colored pencil pastel range, and did that on film along with the swatch. And so I colored this in that video to show how the pencils perform in actual use rather than just swatching, and I was very happy with the way they came out. They are very smooth. They lay down really nice, and I have used them quite a few times already. And then the background was just me messing around truly with another product that I reviewed, and also you can find on my channel, for the King's Art gel stick water soluble crayons. And in that video I mentioned I was kind of comparing those to my Caran d'Ache Neocolor 2 aquarels, and I wasn't really sure about them, so I figured this would be a good page to test those King Art gels pens through and see how I felt about using them in a way that I didn't care if I messed this up so much, because I could easily redo this again. It's not attached to any of my books or things like that. So yeah, that's what this one was. And I really liked the way it came out, just kind of playing around. I definitely want to practice more with those, but you can kind of see I did the metallic overlay. There's quite a bit of metallics in that set, and I really like the look of that. But yeah, this was just me kind of playing around, not knowing what I was doing or trying to do anything serious, more just seeing how they blended and if I could do something fun with them. Next up, we have a couple of pages from Dark Art Supernatural. If you guys are interested in a full flip through of this book, I do have one on my channel. And I have 2 pages that I did out of here. I feel like both of these were for September, but since we have them here, we'll just call them August, because I can't remember which one was August and September, and I'll just remove my little flags so we don't go through them again next month. So first up, we have this cool gargoyle-like page where he is presenting you with some sort of creepy contract. I used my Prismacolor Premier pencils for this page, as well as some fine liner pen just for a little bit around the detail, and then of course my white acrylic paint pen to just kind of give a little bit more pop to that kind of blood moon-ish sky that I've got going on in the background. You guys know I love my Halloween and autumn and spooky season, so I've really been trying to seasonally color, if that's a thing. I'm sure I will be at Christmas time too, but so I'm really getting into all of my autumn coloring because I feel like I tend to want to do seasonal type stuff. Like I want to color autumn type things or spooky season type things around that time. In summertime, I like coloring flowers and fruit and so on. So that's kind of, you'll probably be seeing a lot more of that before the end of October, maybe beginning of November, because I'm sure I'll have some for October as well. October's completed page flip through. And then this page is of this spooky scarecrow, I believe. I uploaded the color along for this page already, and you can find that on my channel. I don't think I did a color along for this one. I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not. So yeah, this was the little spooky scarecrow that I did, and I did this one first with my Prismacolor Premier pencils, and sorry, I'm getting distracted because the page is ripping out of it. That was one thing I noticed about this book. I mean, I've only done 2 pages out of here and the book's already kind of coming apart, so it's kind of sad, but it's all right overall. But what I did was the same pencils that I used for this picture were the same pencils that I used for this, with just a few additions, like the purples. But yeah, I had these pencils out already because if you guys have watched my color alongs, which I'm getting ready to do another one, I pull out my pencils for the color palette that I'm getting ready to do, and had them out and just wanted to just color at that time. So I decided to just use the pencils that I had out and use the same colors. And it's interesting to see how different the 2 of these look, but they're actually the same colors that I used for things. So that's all I've got out of Dark Art Supernatural so far. I do want to color more in this one. I think the next page I want to do out of this is that one page that really reminds me of Castlevania. Of course, I can't find it too quick now, but if you watched the flip through, you guys know what I'm talking about, because I'm pretty sure I mentioned it there, that it reminded me very much of the Castlevania series. Next up, we have Seasons by Hanna Karlzon. And this was definitely an August page. Let's see, yeah, it's July's. Just making sure, because sometimes these little flags don't stay on my pages, and then I have to find them all over again. So yeah, this is August Autumn Winds bottle page. I did do a color along for this one. This was one that I wasn't sure exactly how I felt about it as I was doing it. I was trying to go outside of my comfort zone with some of the colors I was using, and using a very limited palette, which I've been trying to do often, that you guys know. So I'm just not, you know, using tons of different colors in every page, because I love color, so I want to use like everything in every page. And I'm trying to get better with my coloring, so I'm trying to limit doing those kind of things and just practice. Like if I pick a color palette and I've got these, you know, 5 colors, I want to use the ones within that range. So yeah, I like this one. Again, if you're interested to see how this was created, I do have a video for this one as well. Here is Johanna Basford's Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I have to say, I'd seen this book. I was so impressed with this when I got this. I got this for $11 on Amazon, and I could not believe, because I just thought it was going to be very similar to like Rooms of Wonder, like in style and size, and it's so much bigger, and the quality of the paper is like thick. It's thick cardstock. It is a very cool book. My daughter loves it. She's seen little bits and pieces of it, and I'm really gonna take my time with this one, and I want to color it so that she can have it. It can be a book for her. So this is one that I did off camera and just kind of sitting around with my family and coloring in the living room. Real simple color palette, as you can see. I think I used stamp inks in the back to kind of just give a little, I didn't really want to do a background, but it needed something, so I wanted to kind of do that. You can see I used my gel pens for like little dots in the background of gold flecks, kind of reminiscent, I wanted, of like a bouquet background, but more like these little specks being maybe like fireflies. And then I had to use my little white gel pen to just add little touches to just lighten it up a little bit. And I can't remember which set of pencils I used for this. I want to say my Black Widows or the Staedtler pencils. And then I've just done a few little things I may have shown you already. Like this was me practicing, kind of watching some of Johanna Basford's technique with some watercolor pencil down here, or my Derwent Inktense. I cannot remember. I think I used my watercolor pencil, and then the Staedtler. What are they? They're these. They're Staedtler. I have not done a review for these or anything, but I tell you what, these are wonderful pencils. I don't think I did a video for these. These are way underrated. I like these pencils a lot, and if they came in a bigger set, I would be buying them. They are soft enough that they blend very well, but they are firm enough that they're not breaking, and they keep a sharp point, so you can get into all these little tiny spots. And the only reason I got these was because Johanna Basford always uses these in her videos when she's showing stuff for her books. And I wanted to try her techniques for things, so I wanted to not have to try and figure out the color similarity. I just was like, I'm gonna get these and use them so I can watch some of her videos and learn. So I did that. And then also watching her technique on how she did water and water here. These are with either my Prismacolor watercolor pencils or Derwent Inktense, and these were with the Staedtler regular colored pencils. I really like the way the watercolor pencil is there, and I want to use it more in this book, and this book is perfect for that. These pages are so thick. Look at that. I really like this book. Definitely think I'll be coloring in this a lot more after the holidays. And so this is a double page that you guys may have seen. I think I used it for a reference because I used my Neo colors for the tree. So I hadn't done anything with the background when I showed it in that King's Art comparison video. But I went ahead and decided just to keep a simple background, and I did use my Neo Color 2 aquarels to create the blue sky background. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do more. I may go back in and do more, but I kind of liked just keeping it simple and the focus mostly being on Johanna's art, and there's something in the background rather than just a white page. And I may continue with that theme, kind of like I've done with the Ink House with the stamp inks, if you guys have watched some of those color alongs. So that's all I've done out of this page, or out of this book, I'm sorry. The next one we have here is just one page that I've done out of Kerby Rosanes' Kaleidomorphia. Let me see. And I bled through, you could see that the pages bled through, or I made a mess, I'm not sure, but I did use my Derwent Inktense to complete this page of this little bat, and did use some fine liner pen on here, but mostly just did this with my Derwent Inktense pencils. So I like the way a little bat came out. I wanted to do purples and the burgundy type colors, but I like the way this came out. Just using a very few colored pencils to do this guy. I have visions of doing this one in a rainbow gradient. So I think that is what I'm going to do for this. Let me know if you guys want to see that on camera. I kind of really want to do like a rainbow gradient, either from, you know, red at the bottom or red on the top down to purple. I'm not sure, but I want to do some sort of rainbow gradient with a dark background is what I'm thinking for this guy. But that's all I've done out of this book so far. And then we have something out of Enchanted Forest by Johanna Basford. I have some stuff. Okay, so what I'm doing here was kind of planning. I have some ideas for palettes that I want to do on some of these pages, so that's what those are. Oh, okay, so this is the page that I am going to work on the next color along with, that these Black Widow pencils are out for. So I want to do this page in these tones. Very autumn, kind of vintage, traditional autumn tones. That's what that is. Where is the page that I did out of here? Sorry. I thought I did a page out of here. I think it's this one. It's probably this page. I did a color along for this one, and this was the Mushroom Castle that I did in the blue tones. I never did do a background for it, and I wasn't sure if I was going to. I may come back to it, but I just kind of left it. If I'm not sure what I want to do, I just kind of leave it, because there's no law that says I have to have a background for every single page. Although I do feel like it's incomplete when I'm not sure. Let me see. I thought there was, maybe that was it, and that's why I pulled the book out. Or I might be crazy, and that might have been for July. This is still my favorite. Still my favorite. One of my first out of here. Yep, that's July. Okay, so that's that out of this one. And then we just have one more here, and that is a couple of pages out of Mythogoria, Night Terrors. This is another one that I did a flip through of. If you're interested in seeing the full contents of this book, you can take a look at that on my channel. Okay, so this is another one that I did this month, but we're just going to go ahead and do it now since it's here. This washi tape is sticking better than it usually does. Yeah, I'm going to ruin my page. Let's just wait. Okay, so I used my Ohuhu alcohol markers for this with white gel pen, and originally wasn't sure if I was going to do my marker and then pencil overlay, which I tend to really enjoy, but I'm really not very good with marker at this point. I am starting to practice a little bit more and watch a few more videos because I want to get better at it. And I decided I was just going to do my best with just using alcohol marker to create something that I thought was pretty. So it's not perfectly blended, but I really like the outcome of this page when it was said and done. I just wanted the main focus to be of the Headless Horseman. When I saw this, I really saw this in like kind of a blue flame, so that's what I went for. And I wanted his cape and things to be kind of smudgy, so it's ghost-like, and then I just highlighted with the white gel pen there, as you can see. I wasn't sure what these lines were. I wasn't sure if this was supposed to be a reversed rainbow. I just wasn't sure. To me, I was seeing a portal. So I created some version of like a portal where he's dropping down through, and just kind of went from there. I couldn't tell if he's dropping down through or coming from the pumpkin, but either way, it is a very rad picture in my opinion. And I like the way it came out overall. I need to get better with marker, but like I said, I'm learning. So yeah, here's my Headless Horseman. And you guys have seen this. I've gotten a lot of good feedback on this one, and I enjoyed this a lot. This is an example of the marker underpainting with the pencil overlay, and it comes out so good. I really like using marker for the underpainting and then the pencil over it. I really like the outcome. it was hard for me to do this guy and not go back in with pencil, but I really just wanted to leave it because there's other marker work that I've done that is not as good, and I'm trying to see my growth in that direction as I'm getting more use and experience with my marker. But yeah, this is my Frankenstein's monster page, and I am very proud of it. It came out very cool. I like it. And that's it out of this book so far. Probably going to do a little bit more out of here, especially since we're right by Halloween here. I plan on doing some more out of this book this month. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite picture was, if you had a favorite picture that I completed for the month of August, and also maybe let me know what you would like to see next for a color along, and I'll try to comply. But until we speak again, I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Remember to always take a little bit of time for yourself, be kind to yourself and others. Bye.